Nicely Cooks and Bakes. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Yesterday I was doing my laundry and stuff like that, tons and tons of stuff. And today I did my shopping. And the last couple times I do my shopping 14 days at a time. So it's a big undertaking. It's a lot of stuff. I wish it was even more stuff, but you know, our dollar doesn't go that far these days. So, and there was some stuff that I just put back because I couldn't believe the price of them. Like that red bag chicken at Aldi, I threw it in the cart, and I went a couple doors across the freezer aisle, and I backed up and I said, "What was that price?" And it said like $7.99. I was like, "Oh no, 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 no." I threw it right back in there. I was used to paying $5.99, and there's 6 pieces of chicken in that red bag chicken in the Kirkland. And I was used to paying like $1 a patty, and they are nice fried chicken patties. But I'm not paying $7.99 for them. There's no way. There is no way I'm paying that. So it was frustrating a little bit today. Some stuff they didn't have, some stuff I couldn't get. I shopped at 3 different places to get what I needed. But anyway, so just doing something easy tonight, just doing mushroom and Swiss burgers. I had a package of hamburger, and I've already cut it into 6 parts. And I'm just making patties like this. This one here, I think I'm I'm just doing it like that. I'll show you how I do them. I take the burger and I put it into 6 even parts. And I got this beef, I got at the Piggly Wiggly. I just keep making it round. And they're going to shrink a little bit, you know. There we go. I hope everybody's having a good day. I think it's 95 right now in South Carolina. Yeah, it's hot. It sure is. Too hot to be grocery shopping, I can tell you that. I tried to keep all my food, you know, my food that needed to be cold in those special bags, and then going from one store to another, try to even put them with it so that the more cold things together, the more it can keep each other cold, you know. That's what I was trying to do. So I just make up 6 patties like this, and then I season each side with garlic, salt, and pepper. And this is the same, kind of like this, you know, you've seen them maybe at Hardee's. Maybe you would have seen them if your city has a Hardee's. Oops, a lot of places have, even in restaurants, have mushroom and Swiss burgers. Got to do that one again. It wanted to fall apart on me. I don't mix nothing in the meat when I do these ones. And I tried to get 80%, but I couldn't. They didn't have any. So, and then the meat at Aldi, the hamburger meat, was overpriced. And last time I got some burgers at Aldi, it was, you know, 10 burgers for $10. And I thought, well, that seems like a good deal, you know, $1 a piece, whatever, because it's less than what you pay for at fast food. So I went ahead and I got that deal. Well, when I got it home, it was so full of fat. It was like a silver dollar size by the time you were done cooking them. And I thought, well, that was just a waste of $10, you know. I did 5 of them. I think, I made 6 burgers is what I did. And then the leftover meat from the other patties, from the other 4, I put into something, I think. Because you know me, I'm always splitting up packages and doing different meals with it. But yeah, I was disappointed. I was like, wow, really? See, I got that same 10 for 10 a couple years ago. I saw that. but they were really, really nice sized burgers, and they never shrank. They shrank, all burgers shrank a little bit, but not to the magnitude that they did last week. I was like, come on. I mean, I understand, truckers are paying more for fuel right now. You got to pass it on to the groceries. But if you're going to make a burger for someone to have a meal, help them to have a meal. Don't make it like where people have to starve to death. Come on. It's ridiculous. Do you detect my frustration? Anyway, there it is. Okay, so now I have 6 patties, see? And you can kind of fix them how you want. And then I'm going to put salt and pepper and garlic on each side. But I'm going to take my cloth right now and pause you so I can go wash the meat off my hands. Okay, I'm back to season these. And now if you're making these ahead of time, don't put the salt on right away. It'll dry out the meat. So I salt them right before they're going in the oven. And I don't put them on a metal pan to store them either. If you're going to store them in the freezer or keep them on glass or plastic in the refrigerator. Don't make them ahead of time and put them on metal. Don't do that. And don't put salt on them ahead of time. It will dry the meat out. Anyway, just so you know. Just like steak. You don't salt your steak ahead of time. Do not do that. You do it at the grill, because what had happened is it dry the meat out, I know you want it to get down and flavor it, but beef's kind of funny compared to, pork and other cuts. I don't know why I had the lid off that. That was weird. Okay, so we have the salt and the garlic, and then I have to do the other side too. You can't just season one side. That's not how it works, people. I know you know that, right? I've seen that, though. I've seen that on videos. I was like, why are they not seasoning the other side? But anyway, let me get on to telling you my story. Aldi was my last store that I went to today. I was going to make it Dollar General, but I decided Aldi was going to be my last stop. Because I knew they weren't going to have the meat I wanted and all that. And so I went to the pig for that. I was just getting frustrated with them not having what I needed every single week. Okay. So, I bought some dish soap. I always get the same dish soap. And I always tell people about it too. What is it called? It's, well, this one's Radiance, but anyway, it's Ultra. It has many different names, but the small word is always Ultra. I get the Ultra recipe, the Ultra ingredients for my dish soap. Well, when I was putting stuff in bags at my trunk out in the parking lot, the top cracked off. It cracked off. Like there's no top on this right now. And you see there's a little bit missing. It started going all over my food and all over my packages. And now, let me back up a few moments before that. When I was in that store, they only had one clerk. And the manager got on to ring me up. And he was full. I looked behind me, and all of a sudden there was like 8 people and great big loads behind me. And I thought, wow, they're going to be in here a while. I'm glad I got him first, So having known that, I was not about to walk in there with him short on help with that and say, oh, can you go get me another one and blah, 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 and show him my receipt and everything. And I didn't know what it was going to take to do that. So you know what? I grabbed a bag from the other store that I was at, put it in a bag, wrapped it real tight, and put it in the car with me next to my purse. And I came home with it like that because they were short on help. I would have had to wait an eternity for them to do what they had to do to get, and it was in the 90s. If it was a cool day and I didn't have I didn't need to get home. Other people weren't waiting on food from me and stuff. I would have said, you know what, I think I'll wait 10, 15 minutes. But no, I didn't have that kind of time. Understand, I've already been shopping at a couple other stores before that one. So I was like ready to go home. You understand? Anyway, I was like, oh. And so I have like containers of cottage cheese and sour cream and all kinds of stuff that has like it feels slimy, but it's dish soap. I'm very, very frustrated about that. So now I have a broken dish soap. And I was thinking, oh, well, I'll just switch it out with a lid when I get home, right? Well, they already threw it out. So it's like, ah. Anyway, I'll tell you what else is frustrating. And then you can share in the comments if you come across something at your house that you find frustrating. Like broken dish soap in your groceries. That's a big deal, right? Well, another thing. Have you ever had anyone put tissue paper or Kleenex in their blue jean pocket or in any kind of pocket in the laundry? And I don't check every single pocket. I mean, there's 6 people here. I would drive myself crazy checking every single pocket with the amount of laundry that I do. And so every now and then, a Kleenex tissue or 2, depending on how their allergy was that day or whatever, gets through. And boy, does it make a mess on the dark clothing and dark shirts and dark hoodies and I mean tissue paper all over that laundry. And then you got to clean it out of the dryer lint. No, you tell me. I think everybody's had that, knows what I'm talking about. But what do you find messy or a mess that you don't want to deal with at your house? That's those. I tell you, that can get you, especially on a hot day where you're already kind of frustrated because of prices. It can get you. I tell you. Okay, this one here, I like McCormick garlic, but it has the really big holes, and boy, you gotta watch it, or you're just giving all your garlic away, you know, on every meal. Your garlic would be gone. Okay, so that's it for all of these, and I'm gonna get these in the oven, and I'm not gonna waste your time until it comes time for me to do the next step. So I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna let y'all go for a second. Okay, I have those burgers in the oven, and all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna tell you because it's simple, you know, is that I'm gonna take this gravy packet that I got at Aldi, and this is the same packets like you see in other stores where you just add the 1 cup of water, and I'm gonna make this gravy up, this brown gravy, and then I'm gonna drain this can of mushrooms. And I know for most of my cooking I use fresh mushrooms, but for the mushroom and Swiss burgers, I happen to like the texture of the canned ones because they're more like what they use on the mushroom and Swiss burgers in fast food. And I may have mentioned that to you before. But anyway, this is the Pennsylvania, is it Dutch? Dutchman. Pennsylvania Dutchman mushroom pieces is what I'm going to use. And I just put it in the gravy and that's it. And then once I have that done, I'm going to put some mushrooms and gravy on the top of each one, and then put Swiss cheese, whatever kind of cheese we want, over top of it, and that makes our burgers for us. So I just wanted to mention that when I do mushroom and Swiss burgers, I usually do them in the oven. It's like a weeknight kind of thing. But when we do, you know, the burgers where you put lettuce and onion and tomato and all that, I do a little bit bigger, and we usually grill those outside. But, you know, tonight my husband has to go into work for 3rd shift. So anyway, I added up my grocery bills, and it came to, for 14 days for 6 people, came to $312. So if you take 312, well, it's $156 a week. But if you take 156 and you divide it by 6 people, it's only $26 for them to eat that week. Yeah. Yep. That's right, because it's $52. So for $52, they can eat for 14 days. Yeah, for a couple weeks. Or if you want to go the whole month, say about 105 bucks, 104, 105 bucks, they could eat for a month per person. You know, it's not bad when you break it down like that. But it is if you're someone who pays high rent and has tons of utility costs and several other, and you have car payments to get back and forth to work, and you're paying car insurance and you're paying child care, and are you taking care of an elderly person? Or, I mean, it just goes, the list goes on and on. You have special meds that they won't cover? It just, the parameter is just different for every single person. So you truly cannot judge anyone. I mean, there was a woman very frustrated at the Piggly Wiggly today talking to me about that we're sending more money to the Ukraine and things like that. Like they get the baby formula first before our baby's here, and stuff like that. She's just absolutely frustrated. And I get it. I understand. I know. I feel you. You know, and so she had to get help with her rent, and because she works in a factory, they wouldn't allow her to have any food stamps, but she can barely make ends meet and barely put food on the table. So yeah, I get it. It's really frustrating. So, but anyway, yeah, I just spent $312. So, but the other thing about the mushroom and Swiss burgers that I already got the gravy and mushrooms put together, and I already did the dishes, and I already flipped the burgers one time. When I flip them again, I'm going to finish assembling it. What I like about it is you don't have all the cutting up tomato and onion and lettuce, and it's bingo bango, and you're done. It's like easy peasy. It's really good. Okay. Okay, right now I'm just putting on the mushrooms and the sauce. You can see that. I'm just putting that on. And then you know, all you do is you take whatever kind of cheese they want. Like here's a Swiss, and you just put it on top, and you pop it in the oven for a couple more minutes, and that will be, I don't know if you can see that. I'll tilt it like this. That will be your mushroom and Swiss burger once it's all melted. And I'm toasting the buns that I've lightly buttered right now. Okay, it is our supper time. And I have a couple with white cheese and 4 with orange cheese. See all the burgers, they have cheese on them. And that's what my plate looks like. See? And I just lightly toasted the bun. You can barely see it on there. And there's some chips on the side. And that's it for this evening. Y'all have a great night.